Pat's like, I'm gonna lose my hat. Oh, they're probably waiting for me. Oh no, that takes time. Well, Pat's gonna forget everything they ever knew. Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included, the full release. Playing the Solar Glacier, where we have Mad Dude, Ed Rue, Blue Rose, Justinian, John Hall, and Pat here with us today. Running a modest colony of 6 duplicants. We're only at cycle 14. Things are really cold, so cold. So we're trying to warm them up so that we can grow food before our hexalents run out, because right now we're sort of just living off the land, and eventually that's going to stop. While these do give an incredible amount of calories when they're harvested, they are not replanted. They're not replenishable, and therefore there is a finite amount of time. Look at that snow! A finite amount of time before they're gone, and then we cannot get them anymore. So, that being said, let's see who's ready for new skills. Ed is ready for the next level of researching. I love it. Field research, please. Thank you. What is our current research looking at? Plumbing. That's a good one. Don't let those wires get disconnected. There we go. Space heater. Boom. That's very good. That's very good. Let's get the floor here fixed so we can get this oxygen back on. I think on top of storing coal here, which we'll do at a 6, we might also store algae here just for fun. Sure. Oh, it's starting to warm things up here. Oh, look out. It's getting there. Whoa, this space heater's getting hot. Carbon dioxide is already warming up big time down here. It's from those insulated tiles. Let's get a little bit more of that going on. Let's see. It is nice to let the oxygen out of here. Why is this not? No, you're priority 7. Hold the phone. You're a priority 8. You're a priority 8. You're oxygen, for crying out loud. Let's get some O2 in here. I think the best way to do this, is going to be insulated tiles there, and then we deconstruct these doors, and we replace them with pressure doors, airlock doors. And then all the oxygen can only exchange from this one little place here. This is not as important. This one can be destroyed. We'll just see what everybody's doing. Still got skill points. Who's got skill points? Blue Rose is ready to go to the next tier of digging. Thank you. Everybody's tired of living in these horrible environments, though. Look at the lack of decor everywhere. Oh, it's horrible. It truly is atrocious, but nobody has... That's the hexalent fruit. Oh, that's so much of it, too. Nobody has hypothermia, though, so we must be doing something okay. The real question is, are we going to be able to get these things to the temperature we need to get them to? That one little vent trying to let that air out. Well, these two. But we're at least not catching any more cold straight from the stone, which is good. Oh, these farm tiles are warming up. We'll get there. It's just going to take time. It's part of the challenge of playing in a map so cold. I don't know what else we would eat. We could make muck bars. We can make muck bars. That would be a preferred alternative to death. I can see where there's merit. Justinian, please help us with the advanced farming crop tending, please. Thank you. Everybody's delivering to this because it's priority 6. How about just a 5? Huh? And then get everything else back to work, please. Thank you. Alright, manual airlock there and there. And then we're going to continue to copy our settings here. Wonderful. And then I'm thinking sweep at a 7. All of this, because all it's doing is adding more cold to the room. That's literally everything it's doing. The space heater's pretty warm now. I don't know, we'll see. This is going to be tough. Insufficient oxygen generation, or so it says. What we don't have is a place to catch all this carbon dioxide we want to get rid of, huh? Polluted water full of germs should be freezing shortly. Nope, so I guess we're going to continue downward. And see about potentially giving us a place to drop all this CO2, huh? Let's see if I go like this. Like that. That'll at least let some of this fill up with CO2. We could kind of crack into this, and that would sort of let all this oxygen float up, and it would let all the CO2 float down. I think more than anything, this needs to be changed to something that allows airflow. Like that. That way the CO2 can kind of sweep along here and flush downward. Where are we at? I think we're getting there. 8.8 degrees. Oh, it's getting close. Body temperature of the actual plant is 8.1 degrees. We might actually do it. How do you guys feel about your mess hall? It is giving morale +3 for that little hole in the wall. See, you don't need to do anything super fancy when you start. Nobody really has those sort of expectations. Everybody's really just happy with everything as is. As for the printing pod, we're going to go with none of these I really care about too much. I should get the puffed lead, I suppose. But I don't really need the slime. Operating, digging. Oh! We'll take the fungal spore for now just to take it. I want more traveling between errands. Storing sandstone. Oh, well that's just a thing that's going to happen. They're sweeping. We're going to get all the cold out of here. All this cold, because of what? This sandstone here, 4 degrees. This copper ores, 10 degrees. Yeah, it's just more stuff to soak up the heat. We need to get all this out of here. And this needs to be, hold the phone. How about we do that, huh? Look at the cold just venting in here from there. That's not okay. Lock it up. Thank you much. Now, question is, can we get rid of this ice? I mean, I suppose the answer is something like this? I don't know. Like, this is all a big, wide open area we need to use this water and consume eventually at some point. Okay, at least we stopped letting all that cold air in over there. That was horrible. And look at that, farm tile, 11 degrees. Mealwood's growing. It is growing. It's happening. Yay! Alright, well, it's because we gave that sweep order such a priority. But it's starting to do the job. We do have plants growing. We should look for the next hexalent fruit, actually. 'Cause that's the thing we're going to need soon. We'll just go ahead and select this to be a nice little priority 7. They'll go get all that in a minute. What are we still researching? We're still researching plumbing. That's only a... make that a 6. It's because we don't have any sweepers. Of all the stuff we did do, we didn't have any sweepers. But look, the ones where we cleared out debris, they're starting to grow. Property's 11 degrees, 12, 11. Slowly but surely. I think we honestly need the smart batteries next. But that's a whole world away, isn't it? Because that's not even just automation. We have to do the decor in order to get... That's a weight plate. No, that's not even... Where is our automation that allows us to... Smart batteries got to be up here, yeah. Sound amplifiers. I don't know if we're ready for all that yet. Oh no, both outhouses are busted. Priority 7, guys. Come on, this is all a 6 in here. Come on now. 7. Let's do this. 6. No! Ugh, really? Come on. Everybody's gonna make a mess now. Because both bathrooms are both outhouses are messed up. All the germs are pretty much dead already from the cold. Just about. And they didn't get any germs on them after cleaning them. I find that hard to believe. I'd love it if people could mop up all this slowly freezing, slushified human waste. That would be great. Okay, we have a problem here. Yeah. Let's try to get everything nice and warm, guys. Come on. I don't think it's gonna happen. Alright. We can at least get it all mopped up. We can at least get it all mopped up, please. If you've got any kind of germs, you don't need to be in there. Who's got what? Hypothermia? Because everybody's still prioritizing the sweeping up of everything. Even though it's just a priority 6. I suppose we'll allow it for the time being, because I want it done. But I don't really want to change the farming. How about everybody just mops? Mop, mop, mop. Mop, mop, mop all day long. Looks good. Looks real good, everybody. Way to go. Good job. Super duper. Good hustle. So just this one side underneath the heater is going okay. Nothing else. Swell. I think for the most part, we're doing it. We just have to secure some food. Right? Like, that's all. It's just the food, that's all. I think at this point, it's safe to say we could start some brute force refinement. That actually makes a lot of heat. Air systems. We could start channeling water into oxygen at a hot rate, and that'll give us hydrogen. Let's go with artistic expression. I think that's the way to do it. Alright, the polluted dirt is going to be at a 7, and the polluted water is also going to be at a 7. I don't want that stuff over there. I'm surprised it's not freezing. Freeze point -20. Oh, because it's not like normal water. Yeah, it's got all those microbes and stuff, and it changes its freezing point. Ooh, go figure. Interesting. As long as none of these mealwood have food poisoning germs, because I've got news for you guys living here at the Solar Glacier. If you get food poisoning on your mealwood, you're just going to eat it anyways. So there'll be no getting a new one. Oh, look, it's a poke shell. Running around in its salt water. Oh, my. Research complete. This is going to be all liquefiables, please. So hopefully we'll get that ice picked up and out of there. This one's close. These are getting pretty warm here. I bet we could run another space heater here. I mean, gosh, it's such a bizarre challenge to have to fight so much cold. Normally everything is just cooking and getting so hot, and like here, stuff is slowly freezing and we can't grow food. Let's look at some skill points. Pat, you're gonna go to ranching. I'm good with that. Because that's going to be the next thing we research, right? No, I don't think that's important. I shouldn't have made you ranching. Wonder if I can reset your points. Oh, I can. Yeah, we should make one of those things. Ranching is a bad call. Let's go air systems next. Start getting ways to get oxygen that isn't using up our algae, even though we have a lot of algae. Nope. Skill scrubber. Yep. I want to get those ranching points back, John Hall. I'm sorry, that's not how we're going to have you... Or no, Pat. John Hall's the researcher. Pat, we're not going to have you do the ranching. I'm sorry. Maybe one time in the future, maybe, but not now. How do we not have any coal? We're really just that short on coal, huh? Well, I know there's hatches running around. There was a hatch running around here. I bet it died from the cold. How are these happy? Are they really, like, just feeling that kind of temperature? That's crazy. I think we're gonna need some more food pretty soon. Go ahead and prioritize that. That'll help. Let's see what we're going to print here. Maybe some food. Care package of nutrient bars. Just what the doctor ordered. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, we can't really. This is a fiasco. We need to destroy all of this, right? And let's see, where would more coal be? Some here, right? And then, oh yeah, look at all that. Okay, okay. So this is also coal. I don't really want to disturb that though. Wow, they don't really start us with much coal. Okay. But they did start us with some. Let's do this. And then, of course, we can get this stuff here, like that. But we don't want to waste any more of it, so we're going to research smart batteries next at the... which I should have already done, but that's okay. We're going to do it now. We need smart home first, actually. We need smart home, and we need the sound one. Everything's getting cold. Starting to get cold. How about if I did... I mean, realistically... I think we just need double space heaters. And then we put our smart battery here. But for the meantime, we need a normal battery. Yes, for the meantime. Unfortunately, there's no way we can get around it. Running out of coal. Maybe we do need the ranch. We don't have any hatches. Wish there was still some alive. We might get some digging out some of these buried objects. Maybe we'll get lucky, we'll get some from the printing pod. You better harvest that mealwood plant. Okay, those care packages aren't going to last forever. You can believe that. In fact, we're not producing any more oxygen. Ruh-roh. Better get that power going. This is a priority 8. Anything below 15%, I think, is viable. Time to throw some coal in there. Because I know we dug some up. And I know we have more we can dig up over here, so let's see if we go down like this. All of that should do all of the things we want it to do, minus that one. We don't need that one. Okay. That's good. In fact, we can even come out this way and grab some muck root, and then maybe down here as well. Sure, yeah. Look at all of that. This is fertilizer. There's not really a lot of coal over this direction. Dirt. Hey, we've got some power going, though. And that got our heat going back. Thank goodness. CO2 is sort of compressing down this way, but not as much as we would like it to. But look at all this. We are getting a lot of high-pressured oxygen out there and here. It's because the hallways aren't... they're not that bad, you know? They're very small. We're not trying to oxygenate a lot of things, so we're just burning algae and overpressurizing all of our tunnels so we have high-density oxygen everywhere, except in here. This is where it starts to get a little crazy. I think we're going to have to put airflow tiles here, as much as I'm sure that insulation is helping. I think we're going to have to. We just need to slowly heat this area up. And we have to get some of this oxygen and this carbon dioxide to swap out. It's obvious this little oxygen diffuser can't handle everything. It needs help. It's like, help me. There, let's do that. That will help significantly. When we're getting more plants growing, that's a good sign. That is a good sign. All right, we did a smart home. In order to do the smart home, we're going to need to brute force refinement to do the automated wires. So we'll have to do that next. We need all the little basic research. You just can't get away from it. You have to do it all. Skill points, you say? John Hall. We don't really need that advanced research. Why don't you do... Oh yeah, you love science and carrying. You're going to be good for that later. John, let's go ahead and give you improved carrying. Why don't you go ahead and do that? Switch it up. You could do that supply side. Keep everything stocked up nice. These top ones are trying to get warm. They really are. These are super duper cold over here. But hopefully that'll change. We got the coal generator. We got all of these space heaters running here. What temperature is this going to melt? Oh, shh. Yeah. Not for a while. Not for a while. I think we are going to remove the points off of Pat, though. We don't really need a rancher right now. I hate to say it. So we're going to pull you out of that job. Where you at, Pat? You coming this way? How about if I tell you I want you to do this thing, then I want you to do it. Oh, is there somebody already in there? Hold on. I haven't seen this before. I want to see it. Pat, what are you doing over there? Come on. Pat's like, no, don't make me do it. Oh, I'm a little nervous. Oh. Yeah, how about you forget everything you thought you knew? No! Pat's like, I'm going to lose my hat. Oh, they're probably waiting for me. Oh, no, that takes time. Well, Pat's going to forget everything they ever knew. And unfortunately, that's going to take up most of their time in the day. We'll just have to wait. We could build a much larger pit for... Yeah, we're going to have to. Okay. We've got to dig down into this. We've got to get more of this fruit and stuff. There's no other way around it. I'm surprised at how warm all of this is. Speaking of, hold on, did we reveal this yet? No, we need this super hard digging skill. Okay. All right, where are you at with that, Blue Rose? Not quite there yet. Mad Dude, you just went to Improved Construction 3. That's pretty good. I like that. Now we've got somebody that can build all of the things we want to build. Love that. Got our refinement. Let's go with sound amplifiers, and I'll set up a place where we can start smashing some metal. It seems to me, as I'm thinking about this, that actually, if we go with, let's see, it would be refinement, right? If we can put this somewhere here, we can maybe help offset some of the heat that we're... Yep, just like that. circuit status. Oh, it's pushing over 1,000 in places. Okay, well it won't anymore because we're going to deconstruct the skill scrubber here just as soon as Pat's out of there. And then we'll have all the world in the room for this rock crusher on the circuit, I'm hoping. But in the meantime, we're using up our copper ore melting wires, so I'm not excited about that. Alright, we have the whole bottom row is growing. Look at that! Oh, we're about to hit 10C here. That one goes to 9. This one goes to 5. So this is doing fine. 11. This is going to work. We're going to start growing our food. Right after we secure our new food right here. You as well need to be set up. Let's just start with that for now, I suppose. No fabrications queued. Well, I suppose we have a lot of copper, don't we? Let's get 20 of that going. Oh, maybe give us some muck root. Thank you. Alright, deconstruct. Now, who's got skills ready to be spent? Pat, how would you like to... Where are you at here? Athletics, creativity, husbandry... How about we'll go with artistic design, Pat? Or aesthetic design. Yeah, what do you think about that? I think that'll help. We're going to start improving everybody's morale. I'd like to start getting us out of these little rocks and into an actual no-kidding base here. So we're going to start looking at what all of this is going to look like long-term. We have a tremendous amount of space this way. That's all just starting biome that we can easily chew through and heat, and it's not going to matter. It looks like we have... Oh, I thought that might have been another one there, but it turns out not. So we're still trying to figure out what these vents or geysers are that are close to us. We need a little bit more digging skill to get to them. That includes this one, too. Where are you at, Blue Rose? Right, just gotta keep working on that digging. In fact, Blue Rose, you should probably get over here. Probably get over here and start digging some of this, huh? Oh, look at that mealwood growing. Oh, look at it go. We're gonna live. We're going to live. Only problem is we're wasting coal, and we're not really getting a lot of it, so what we need is a way to make sure we're not wasting it at all, ever, for any reason whatsoever. Once the research is done, no, not quite yet. But at least we're using up some of this water now. And the ice here is slowly melting. That's good. Oh, look at this. It's just the greatest thing ever. Like, ever. It's so warm in here. Little greenhouse. Even with these vents, which I was really worried about. But no, we're doing it. We're fighting the good fight. Pushing back that cold air. Making all this hot CO2. But look how much cold there is. It just keeps going. So much cold. Everywhere you go, it's cold. It's starting to cool off because it's overpressure. Body temperature. It's not warm enough for them to grow either. Son of a gun. How are we looking with that research? Not even close. Keep the coal coming. We're going to need a place to ranch eventually, Pat, so that we can get ourselves some hatches and keep that coal going, because we're going to need some power source. I suppose we could try the wood-burning one, but we're not really in a position to do that either. It's a little cold to be growing trees. I think our best bet is going to be to just keep scavenging coal from the places where we can find it. Sort of like this. Okay. It's looking good. A lot of mealwood growing. Now it's 4 per dupe, I think. Four, and then 4, so we're going to be short. So we're not even going to have enough for everybody. That's a little rough. That's a little rough. We actually have enough for 5 dupes, and that's it. Well, yikes. We're not even growing them all yet, but that's okay. So what we're going to do, though, is we're going to replace... Yeah, once we get a little bit more copper, we'll replace this battery with a smart battery, and then we'll control this coal generator. And then hopefully, with that being done, we'll be able to make sure that we don't ever burn any coal when we don't need the energy for our power system, and that'll at least get us where we can hopefully knock out the rest of this initial research. We're still sort of just treading water, trying to get the basic research done. We don't really need medical equipment yet. Filtration is going to be handy later on. We've almost done it all. Let's go with air systems. We'll finish that, and then we'll do filtration. But that is where we're going to wrap up this episode 3 of Oxygen Not Included Full Release. Thank you, everybody who's joined the colony so far. I am taking names down in the comments and also checking the channel on Discord for who is next to join the colony. So please don't be shy. Speak up, and I will add you in. And the next person on the list I have is GamerZone, and we'll go from there. This doesn't include any comments that came in after the second episode. So, but until next time, take care.